Hello and welcome to my review of the Space Marine Word Bearers Legion Terminator Praetor for Horus Heresy from Forge World. One of these models will set you back £26 and includes 19 highly detailed resin pieces along with a 40mm base. You can use them as a Praetor in Horus Heresy, but also as a Chaos Lord in Terminator Armour in 40k if you wish. So a bit of a dual purpose kit here. What we'll do is we'll have a look at all of his detail, go through the build and things, give you some size comparisons, and then we'll go through his rules, first in Horus Heresy and then in 40k. Bit of a pain to put together. Compared to the other Word Bearers Praetor, bit of a hassle. Everything from some of the mould lines to this strap I found a right pain to put on. The scroll, you know, luckily the cable wasn't too bad that goes into the back of that mace and powers it up. But yeah, just an awkward model to put together in my opinion. I'm hoping the other Praetors and the other Legions are a bit more forgiving, but there we go. If you're on the fence about which one to get, I personally prefer the other one. I think he does look cooler as well, hasn't got all the flame things going on, and I do like the bone hawk. But if you do like Terminators and skulls for helmet, then that might tip you over some of the negatives of this model. So let's have a look at this detail. So we've got the, as I say, aforementioned skull helmet with the Word Bearers flame symbol. You've got lots of 3D detailing in terms of the rivets on the gorget and the runes and the inscriptions, this demon head. You've got these tassels and more scroll and more runes on the armour. You've got this mace, which I did lose the top, but I found it. Praise the Emperor. Oh, I mean, sorry, Death to the False Emperor, that's what I meant. Yeah, and combi weapon, it's odd that it's strapped to him. I would have rather him be firing that. That would have been cool, but I guess they didn't want to mirror the other Praetor. You've got some details around the back, but again, with these sharp edges for this scabbard thing, I don't know whether that works. I mean, it looks like it's kind of been ironed rather than it's just, bit of material. You've got some candles, 4 candles. I like this skull on the top though. That's quite nice. I love the 3D detailing in there. You've got a Word Bearers like book, some more runes and icons on there, and the same on the van braces. So yeah, jam-packed full with rivets and runes and inscriptions. I think I had to cut out the barrels myself for the weapon, I think. But yeah, it's in my Warhammer live stream if you wanted to go check that out. So that's the Word Bearers Praetor in Terminator Armour. Let's have a look at the spare parts, and oh, there's one right there, just into view. All there is a second head option, which is similar to the other Praetor in that you get a second head option, which is fantastic. This one has some kind of like rebreather mask type thing. If we can just see that, let's zoom in for you guys. There we are, look at that. Pretty cool. I like this cross thing going on. He's got some hair on him. Maybe he's been burnt before. He's got some scarring. I don't know, but yeah, I think that's quite nice. So if you didn't want to use the skeleton, skull helmet, you've got a second option there. Comparisons then, let's just compare him with the other Word Bearers Praetor, which I do prefer. He's a bit taller, obviously a bit bulkier on the 40mm base, but I do prefer the other standard power armoured Praetor. I think he looks cooler. Compared to a Gal Vorbak, which I know you really want to find out. Gal Vorbak, again, Gal Vorbak do have a fair bit of detail on, but I just feel like these two Praetors have more. Gal Vorbak are getting a bit old now, but yeah, this is the sizes. Gal Vorbak is a fair bit taller. They've been they've grown an extra knee, as it were, with these hooves and things. Have been warped, tainted, corrupted, and yeah. So that's where the Praetor measures up to the Galvorback. Galvorback are going to be a fair bit bigger, and I would have thought that the Blade Slaves would be too. Compared to my usual 3 models, we've got a Space Marine over on the left, Slight Marbo in the middle, and Primaris on the right. So compared to a normal Space Marine, similar story as the Praetor, a fair bit bigger and bulkier. Compared to Primaris, it gives the Primaris a run for his money, but the Primaris is taller, like the head is taller than the Praetor. So maybe if you were going against a Primaris force, then you know, the Primaris will make, you know, your HQ character look a bit small, but hey, you know, just take Bellicor or Mortarion. Slight Marbo, it's almost like he's saying, you know, if Slight Marbo was a bit shorter, he'd be like, praise be the Emperor, my son. You have been absolved of all your sins. But yeah, no, unfortunately you can't put his head under the hand. But there we go. Hope those size comparisons have helped. So this part of the review, I will be going through all of this Legion Praetor's rules, and we'll start off with the Horus Heresy rules, which are pretty much 7th edition. You can find his rules in the Legion Astartes Age of Darkness Army List book, which was published in 2016, so it's getting on a bit now, 5 years old. I'd like to see them refresh a lot of the books. So he will set you back 100 points. So it's an HQ choice, and he'll set you back 100 points. His stat line reads: Weapon Skill 6, Ballistic Skill 5, Strength and Toughness are both 4, 3 wounds, 5 initiative, 4 attacks, Leadership 10, and a save of 2+. The Terminator has Tartarus or Cataphractii Terminator Armour, Combi Bolter, and a power weapon. The rules: Legion Astartes, Master of the Legion, Independent Character. The Legion Praetor may be equipped with Terminator Armour. If this is the case, they use the following options. So you've got a Terminator Armour, Tartarus Terminator, Cataphractii Terminator Armour with Combi Bolter and Power Weapon. A Terminator may exchange their Combi Bolter for one of the following: Combi Weapon or Volkite Charge. So mine's got a Combi weapon there. You can also exchange the Power Weapon for one of the following: Power Fist or Lightning Claw, Chain Fist, Thunder Hammer or Paragon Blade. Terminator may exchange both their Power Weapon and Combi Bolter for a pair of Lightning Claws. They may take Digital Lasers, an Iron Halo. They may upgrade a single weapon to become Master Crafted, and they may take a Grenade Harness. They've got the rule called Master of the Legion and Rights of War. With the Rights of War, there's a number of Rights of Wars in the book, and Legion specific ones. Basically for Word Bearers, if we're talking about them, they can take drop pods instead of rhinos, and they can take Galvorback as troops. Very tasty. But if you want to know a little bit more about Master of the Legion and me reading out the Rights of War, please do check out the other Praetor review. If you'd like to use him in 40k, I can go through his Chaos Lord rules for him in Terminator Armour. He's an HQ choice again. He's a power points cost of a 6 and a points cost of 95, so he's just under the 100 point mark there. His stat line reads: he's a movement of 5 inches, weapon skill and ballistic skill are both 2+, strength and toughness of 4, 6 wounds, 4 attacks, leadership 9, and a save of 2+. Chaos Lord in Terminator Armour is a single model armed with a power sword and Combi Bolter. The Combi Bolter is a 24-inch range, rapid fire 2, strength 4, AP 0, damage 1 weapon, and a power sword is a strength of the user, AP -3, and a damage of 1. This model may replace its Combi Bolter with one item from the Combi Weapons or Terminator Melee Weapons list, and may replace its power sword with one item from the Terminator Melee Weapons list. Now that includes a Chain Axe, Chain Fist, Lightning Claw, Power Axe, Power Fist, Power Maul, or Power Sword. Just for example, a Power Maul adds 2 to the strength, so that'd be 6, -1 AP, and a damage of 1. It's alright, but you know, for intents purposes, you could just call it a power weapon as long as your opponent's okay with that. His abilities: Death to the False Emperor, Lord of Chaos, so you can reroll hit rolls of 1 made for friendly Legion units within 6 inches of the model, Sigil of Corruption, so he gets his 4+ invulnerable save, and Teleport Strike. So you can also set him up in Teleportarium Chamber instead of placing him on the battlefield, and at the end of your movement phases he can use a Teleport Strike to arrive on the battlefield. Set him up anywhere on the battlefield that is more than 9 inches away from any enemy models. Keywords: Chaos, Mark of Chaos, Heretic Astartes, Legion, Character, Infantry, Terminator, and Chaos Lord. So there you go. Again, like the other Word Bearers Praetor, You can use them as Lords, that would be fine. You could proxy them as Chaos Lords, both in the Power Armour and Terminator Armour. I really like them. Obviously, I've got a Word Bearers 40k army, and would look to be getting a few other items for Horus Heresy for them. In particular, the you know, Gal Vorbak Contemptor Dreadnought and their normal Dreadnought actually. I've already picked up Lorgar and the Gal Vorbak themselves. Blade Slaves are also on the menu, so we'll see how this army goes, and we'll see if I can add to it as time goes on. But what do you guys think of this Word Bearers Praetor in Terminator Armour? Please do put your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. It'd be great to hear from you. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. Death to the False Emperor.